So after that pretty tough introduction to the DLC, there's really only one thing I can think to do.
Keep fighting?
No.
Oh. Good start.
So that was totally on purpose,
Okay.
and not so that I could wuss out and just use armor the rest of the way. There's something I need to wear in order to access an item for a boss fight that I'm definitely gonna need.
Oh.
It's a little complicated.
Okay. We'll take your word for it.
It also helps me defend against the magic attacks that are coming up that I don't really like.
That's fair. Can't be a dragon all the time. I don't like the residents of Ulasil.
I don't think they like me, so the feeling's pretty mutual.
Okay, good.
I mean, is it considered mass murder if they started it?
No, it's considered mass self-defense.
So here's our first encounter with a dark magic user. They're not fun.
No. But he's dead.
They easily go down, yeah, but they're not very fun. They hit very hard, but the good news is that we will get all of their magic attacks along the way.
Alright.
I guess they're pyromancies, because that's how you use them.
Okay.
For the most part, I think.
Dark fire. That's fine.
Yeah, sure. That makes sense.
No, why not?
So getting down to really the bottom of the township is kind of where we're headed. There's a bit of a branching path that we're on right now that we need to get to an item that isn't exactly obvious.
Oh.
And I'd love to go get that guy, but he's just out of the way.
Fair enough.
So the message here says that we need to use light. And, well, that's something.
Oh, right.
And there we have a non-broken pendant.
Haha, good.
So what this item does is it actually repels dark magic attacks, which will be necessary against the final boss of the DLC. Otherwise, you're pretty much dead.
Good.
And I mean pretty much dead. Like, one of his dark magic attacks could easily kill me.
Also good.
And normally does.
Time to show off the dark magic protection.
You know it.
Alright.
So it lasts for a pretty good while, deflecting all of their attacks. So they just keep spamming him, because it's bound to work eventually.
That's right. It's a game of numbers.
Now, I'm spamming it here because there are two people who are casting magic at me, and it's very hard to get down here without it.
Alright.
Now, if you didn't have the silver pendant, you would probably be killed by those guys.
Good to know.
And it looks like somebody's already been here and took half the treasure.
Oh.
Well, that was a great dead end.
Good.
Leads to absolutely nowhere.
I like mazes. Oh, hello.
And goodbye.
I'm sorry, carving.
So that's a unique item to the DLC, is that you can find these wood carvings that do exactly what they say they do. So if you use the I'm sorry carving, you throw it on the ground and you just hear, I'm sorry.
Oh, good.
I guess the developers at From decided there needs to be some sort of communication against players. Because that's really the only time I ever hear it, is during co-op or PvP.
Makes sense. Dead ends.
Not really. Right there I could have dropped off and gone further.
Okay.
Because that's where the little crystal lizard was, on that roof in the background.
Okay.
So it's right down here.
Alright.
And I want to do a little bit of backtracking, because there's something sort of important that we missed.
That's a chest? Or a mimic?
Is it a chest?
It is not. Is it now a chest?
It's not really anything at this point.
No, I suppose.
But that's not the thing that we're missing.
Is it Marvelous Chester?
It would be. This is our friend from the woods who now immediately decided to attack us.
Good. He's crazy.
He is easily the toughest NPC invader,
Yeah?
though that hasn't really been saying much up until this point. And man, he's got a lot of health.
Yes, he does. Now he doesn't.
But he forgot the first rule of close combat. You don't use a crossbow.
Maybe he wasn't expecting close combat.
I guess not. Because normally when you come down this way, he spawns where he did for me. So you've got like a huge distance between the two of you. So he sort of uses that to his advantage.
Now he's dead.
Well, not entirely.
Oh. Undead.
Not that either.
Oh.
We'll see Chester again.
Oh.
So you know what would be a really dick move? If I had to walk along this narrow passage while somebody shot magic at me.
Oh yeah, that's not annoying.
So I have to pause every couple of steps to make sure I don't get hit.
Yeah, that's important. What a jerk.
So here's the part of the DLC where everything gets really dark.
Yeah.
And it really doesn't get any brighter.
Oh, look at all the blood, or black vomit,
It's something. I don't know.
tar. Artorias did a poor job.
Yeah, he pretty much just let the Abyss take over.
What a jerk.
So this downstairs area I really don't like because there's a lot of enemies. But they're really hard to see.
Fantastic. And dark magic.
And also that. And that.
Oh.
So that wasn't the only dark magic user, and they can cast a poison cloud that sorta sucks.
Yeah, that's pretty awful.
Hard to imagine that Dusk, the person we rescued from the Hydra, lives with these people.
Yeah, that's not okay.
So there are pillars down here that you really need to use to protect yourself. Unlike what I'm doing.
Right.
So now I just gotta take it slow. Yeah, I could do without the constant taunting. Oh my god, there's even more of them.
Oh no. I just don't stop. Well,
Ew, I just pulled his head off.
why would you want a bloated head?
I think you can wear them.
Oh. He just threw his friends.
I'm not falling for that cloud again. So at this point, we could head forward right through that doorway, but there's some stuff I want to find up and around here. This is also an area where it's pretty confusing to know where to go.
Yeah. It's very dark.
As you can see, I'm checking every single corner. The constant laughing.
No wonder Artorias went insane.
So that drops back off into the beginning area before we headed down the stairs.
Oh.
As you can see, everything's dead.
Oh, yeah. So where's the laughing coming from?
Oh, we'll find out.
Oh, no.
Except this is where I kind of got a little lost. Like, looking back on this, I see exactly where I needed to go. I just forgot for a second.
That's okay.
And you'll see why I forgot. It's kind of tricky. So that's the way forward. So, screw it. I'll just go this way for now.
Alright.
And I do want to make sure I get here before I die, because this is a shortcut back to the top, where it's all sunny and nice.
Mm-hmm. Nicer. Less evil again?
Sort of.
Alright.
I actually really like this elevator because a few times I got invaded, not during any of these playthroughs, but a while back. I would use that elevator to trick people. So my invaders would constantly get caught going up and down that elevator.
Alright.
Until one time, they kind of died.
Oh.
Because they fell a bit too far.
Oh no.
Oh no, they were invading me.
Oh. Right. No, yay.
So at this point, I'm just swinging the camera wildly around because I know it's around here somewhere. Oh, found it. There it is.
Alright, good.
So you have to roll down here. It's the only way.
Tricky, tricky.
Oh, is this a chest?
Oh,
I don't think so.
no. No, it's not. Good call.
And we get the crest key.
Alright, and the only fire.
So the crest key is not important if you need to just finish the DLC, but if you want to get to a certain boss, you need it.
Oh.
A lot of the items in this area are useful for bosses, but it's very obtuse how they're used.
Oh.
Like, we'll see the workarounds just for some of these, because they're pretty tricky.
Can't just make it easy.
And the only reason I even know how to navigate this area at all is because the first time I got to the DLC, I just let myself be summoned for co-op. And then I just sort of led people around until I was familiar with the area.
No, it's good. Smart.
So, having beaten the DLC myself, I'd say I've done it maybe 5 times. But helping people, I think that's more like 40 or 50.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's pretty intense.
Yeah.
So here's the thing that I've never used in Dark Souls. You actually have a PvP arena where you can fight people. And let's see the leaderboards. Just see who's on top.
Sure.
I'm just kidding. There's nobody on the leaderboards because after the switch to Steam, there's nobody.
Oh, good.
You. Is that not the soul of the man who fell on this spot? He was a dear friend. I wish to pay proper respect with that soul. Would you be willing to part with it?
Well, I could make a really good weapon.
Yes, of course.
So, no, I'm not going to give it.
I must not be
Oh.
presumptuous.
Am I going to make that
Artorias would
weapon?
not have
You
approved.
better believe I won't. It's the principle.
What is
Of
it?
course.
Something else? Have you changed your mind? Then you
Nope.
have no business with me.
Oh, she's just throwing you away.
Goodbye, lady friend of Artorias. So we got the crest key, and I think we'll use it, rather than wait forever.
It's important.
Especially because we need to find the best NPC of at least the DLC.
Alright. That's good. Good reasoning.
But he's tucked away all the way up here.
That was an interesting sound.
You're about to find out what that sound is.
Oh boy.
So you remember those tree carvings?
Yeah.
Guess who's making them?
Oh.
A visitor, have we? Thou must be the one who freed Artorias. That
If by
old
free you mean
friend
killed,
who
then
was,
certainly.
thanks to thee,
Yeah.
he left
That sounds
this
about right.
world with honor intact.
Well,
Here I am, retired and blind. Of little help to thee, I'm afraid.
So,
Farewell.
it's a little hard to remember,
Lead
but
thy
there
life
were 4
as thou
knights of
seest
Gwyn,
fit.
or knights of somebody, and they include Artorias,
Well,
Ornstein,
what comes together?
some other guy,
Oh, what a
and this
strange
guy.
one.
yeah.
They were the ones that primarily killed all the
If thou
dragons.
seekest to
All right.
explore this domain, be wary of a black dragon.
Is
I
it me,
fear thee
or the
no
other black
match
dragon?
for this
It's the blacker
terrible
dragon.
beast. Me? There's very little to be said. What good is a dog with no hairs to hunt? But I'm lucky to be alive, I suppose.
So this guy feels bad because he used to be a dragon hunter, but there's no more dragons, except the one,
Right. The one he can't kill.
and he's also blind. So he feels pretty bad about that too.
Yeah. I would.
But he's the Titanite merchant of the DLC. Nothing too expensive. And we've got plenty of souls, so money's no object at this point.
Alright. That's what I like to hear.
I would like to completely fill up on Homeward Bones so I never have to think about that
Farewell,
again.
you. Lead thy life as thou seest fit.
Alright.
He's pretty friendly.
Yeah.
And he's not going to invade and try to kill me. He doesn't have a freaky laugh. No dislocated arms.
It's important.
No lack of arms or mouth. And is a giant mushroom.
He's just blind. And giant.
Yep.
And giantly blind.
He actually... I don't know if I've already made him talk about it, but he will talk about the giant blacksmith in Anor Londo.
Oh.
Just gives a little bit of flavor.
Alright. Are they brothers?
I don't believe so.
Oh.
I think they just know each other.
Giants just know each other.
Well, there's like 2 of them left.
True.
But before we call this a video, there is the next bonfire, the final one that we need to get to. So there are, I think, 3 magic users hiding away in the darkness. And they're very mean.
Apparently.
And that motherfucker just laughed at me.
Yes, he did. Time to pay him back.
He's not laughing now.
Just laughing all the time.
So that was a poison cloud. I don't know
Yep.
where it spawned. But this is tricky even if you have the pendant, because there's like 2 or 3 people, and I can't see one of them. So I basically tried to lure the one off to the corner. And then sort of the next one.
He just kind of ran past you.
So, bet you weren't expecting a mini-boss,
No.
because that's what whatever this thing is.
Oh. Okay. Ugh.
I'm not entirely sure what this thing is.
Something chained up to a pole.
And a bit of stone.
Oh. Good. Pretty dangerous.
I would say so.
Yeah.
This is a big part of the reason why I'm wearing armor.
Fair enough.
Because I don't want to be hit by any of that. But that was the last guy between us and the bonfire, so
Alright, good.
that's over and done with. Except there is one more guy.
Oh, hello.
No, leave me alone. Goodbye.
Bye.
See ya.
Oh. Alright.
Oh, he got there first.
Oh.
No fair.
It is a faster way down.
And here we are in the Ulasil dungeon.
Huzzah.
I'm gonna want to kindle this bonfire because, well, let's just say that the enemies after this one can kill you just by touching you.
Oh, that's terrible.
And they can kill you pretty quickly. But we made it. That's only 2 of the 4 bosses down, but we're pretty much done with exploring all of Ulasil.
Alright. Hesitant to say half of the boss is down?
Well, the easier half, that's for sure.
Alright.
But up next, we'll be tackling one of them, and I'm really gonna hate it.